Welcome to Comfort Time with Aunty Yunike, where we share testimony stories. Our story for today is how a lender enslaves the borrower. We thought this should be shared because if you remember, recently we shared a video on is borrowing good or bad? And here I just want to share a testimony story of how a lady was enslaved by a lender. It's a sad story because these were best friends, and I think in the other video we talked about how borrowing breaks relationships. It could be your parents, your siblings, your friends. Any relationship is in danger when borrowing is what takes place. So what happened in this story is that this lady and her best friend were trying to do business separately, of course. The other lady had just retired from her work and she'd gotten her benefits. And the other lady was trying to do business of, like travel and bringing stuff for sale. So now she decided, okay, this is very lucrative, and I think the best that I can do is borrow capital from the bank. So she started the process of borrowing money from the bank, and everything was going okay. And then she was now trying to share with her friend how things were going. How she was so excited, anytime now I'm going to get my stuff and I'm going to start my business. Accommodation was already booked, everything was done. And so the friend was like, okay, so how much are you really borrowing from the bank? So she mentioned the figure. And she was like, no, did you really have to go to the bank? You know very well that I recently retired. I have money still sitting in my account, which I'm not using. I'm still trying to plan and I'm not yet there. So it's money that you can easily use at no interest and money that, we can both benefit from. So she was like, my worry is that you may need the money when I'm not able yet to pay back. And then we'll have an issue. She says, no, the amount of money you're talking about is very little. What is in my account is much, much more. And even if I was to start something, there's no way I'm going to demand that money when you're not ready. She argued she was not comfortable with it, but with time, they're best friends. They've done a lot together. They've gone through a lot together. And she was like, yeah, I think it makes so much sense. So she stopped the process of borrowing money from the bank. And so she got money from her friends. And being a good friend, she was like, okay, this is the business and this is your money also, you need it. So what I think I should do is let's sign papers just to confirm that I've taken money from you and that should anything happen to me, life happens. Should anything happen to me, my family or whoever is doing my business should be able to know that I borrowed some money from you and give it back to you. Just like it's not necessary, but she insisted, no, I insist. Let's sign somewhere that you've given me so much money so that at least it keeps you safe. It will give me peace of mind too. So, okay, so the same lady drafted a letter through the lawyers, got everything signed and gave her friend. And the friend was like, I'll keep it just because you insist. But if you ask me, it's really not necessary. So that's how they forgot about it and life happened. So she went, tried to get the goods. They delayed coming in. By the time they were coming, the friend had already found a house that she wanted to buy. So she told her, look, I need to buy a house and I need this amount of money. So when can you give me my money? She was like, you see, this is what I was talking about, that I may not be ready. My goods have just come in. I'm not ready to, and I'm not making money yet. so I'm not ready to pay just now. So you will need to give me some time. And the friend was like, no, I need my money now. And so she was like, but we talked about this. She's like, okay. So they started now, there was so much friction. They were not talking to each other. The friend was upset, I'm going to lose that house because of you. And they started talking, and so she was like, no, I cannot even go to rent another house because that reduces the amount of money that I have. So it became so bad that the friend felt, no, you know what, I think for now, let me give you some money to rent a place because I don't think it's working, you and I living together. And she was like, rent a place where? I am not going anywhere as long as you have my money. We agreed that you are going to pay me. He says, no, but we agreed that you will not demand the money before I'm ready. And also that should you demand it, should you need the money, what you have is enough for you to go ahead with whatever program you want to do. So you are now changing. This is not what we agreed. But the friend was just impossible. So now they were fighting. They were not talking to each other. She refused, even when the friend found a place for her, a nice flat for her to move in, while she was getting organized, she refused. She said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting right here until you pay me my money. So you can imagine they're not talking to each other, living in the same house, cooking in the same kitchen, and it was just so impossible. So she just became her slave. She was like the owner of the house, because now the other lady didn't know what to do, but she felt, you owe me, you're using my money, so in this house I will call the shots. And that's how it was. So it was a very difficult situation. People came in, tried to cancel them. Friends who came in, trying to tell them, look, it doesn't need to go this way. You can still book a place somewhere, or rent, as the friend has said, rent a place somewhere until such a time that she's ready. But it didn't work out that way. In the end, what happened was very sad, because now the friend got fed up of waiting. So you know what she did? She took the same letter that lady wrote to say I'm owing her, and took it to the courts. And before she knew it, bailiffs came and collected her goods in the house. They took her furniture, they took everything. She couldn't believe that the friend would go that far. But that's what happened. So her goods in the house were sold. The relationship, of course, was now gone. And that's how their relationship ended. So this is a clear way of how things can go when you borrow. At least if she had borrowed from the bank, I'm sure the interest would have been accumulating, but she would not have lost the things that she lost the way she lost them. So I thought this story should be shared so that we can be careful with borrowing. The video that we did on borrowing, the link will be attached for those who missed it so that you can see it. But this will be an eye-opener to all of us, because you don't need to lose a relationship just because you are in need. And when you have alternatives for borrowing, I think you're just better off going to the bank from the story I've shared. So I thought I should share that, and I hope that will make you think twice before you borrow and look at all the options before you go to a relationship that you may endanger. So Comfort Time continues. I hope this story encourages you and is an eye-opener for you. So please continue to support Comfort Time. Give us a thumbs up as always so that YouTube can share our videos with many more people, so that everybody gets to know about Comfort Time. Stay blessed. See you in the next video.